Well, March is Music in Our Schools Month, and your school could win big, all thanks to Heid Music.
We have a whole bunch of people here to talk about it. We've got DeDe Heid with more on that. Two very special guests to talk about the importance of these programs. Dr. Matthew Arau is an associate music education and associate director of bands at Lawrence University. And then Adam Korber is a teacher in the Howard Suamico School District and a performing cellist and a huge impact on my daughter's life. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right. DeDe, let's start out by having you tell us a little bit about what Music in Our Schools Month is.
So it started by NAFME, the National Association for Music Education, and Heid Music is proud to, for the last 15 years plus, take on the charge to be able to do a contest that we call the Big 10 Plus.
Okay.
And how we do it is really, you know, unfortunately, I think there's always an excuse for, do we need music in our schools? What would it mean? And so this month is that rally and that band together to really lift and talk bigger. So we've got prizes in different ways, like being with you all, to make sure we can really educate the community on what does music education really mean for the long game.
Yeah.
Matthew, how is learning music different than learning other subjects?
Well, music is one of those incredible things that unites the mind, the body, and the heart together. It truly expresses what words cannot. And I think, you know, music plays a role in our lives during celebrations, during tragedies, when we need to get supercharged in the morning, when we want to find that calm, right? Music plays so many roles in our lives. I like to think about the power of music. What would life be like without music? And just think about the role that music plays in all of our lives. Music allows students to express how they truly feel inside, so it connects ourselves emotionally, builds that emotional EQ for students, and it allows us to express what words cannot, but it also reminds us what it truly means to be human.
I love that. Okay, I can tell you're passionate about it. Out of that was birthed the Upbeat program and book. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, this book was just a labor of love to share with music educators and people of all backgrounds about the power of music, but also how through music we can learn about leadership, character, creativity, collaboration, and connection.
And you take this program on the road, even as far as Malaysia?
Yeah, all over. It's amazing. I'm going to Australia at the end of April
Oh
to teach what I call upbeat leadership.
That's
So,
super.
Very exciting.
Let's talk about, Matthew, giving our students access to this. Why is it so important to be teaching this at every age?
Right. So it's not just about training the next professional musicians in the world, right? This is more about it's about empowering the people that we have and through music, and that's an important thing. You know, Gabby has been in orchestra for however many years now. She's a senior.
Grade?
Yeah, since fifth grade. And she has found a space, right? And aspires to continue in college, which is amazing. Love that. But a lifelong appreciation.
Yeah.
And then Matthew alluded to just like how it helps us kind of internally as well figure out who we are, ground in moments of chaos and moments of sadness. And I've got a student, Liam, who has done he's always used music as a way to ground himself when he's dealing with his anxieties. And like now he gets to participate in that process as a part of his daily schedule, which is like amazing for him. I emailed his mom. It's okay that I share all this with everybody, but he has found such a space to just feel confident, to be him, to not have to worry about some of the things that kind of bug him on a regular basis. And that's an important thing, right? A positive space for people in their lives is an important thing to cultivate. And music's programs do that.
And not just a space, but there is hard evidence
Yes,
that it helps with
right.
academics and graduation rates.
Yeah, hard academics, graduation rates, math, reading, all that stuff, and by extension, community, the SEL side of things, social emotional learning side of things, where we're actually learning how to self-advocate and help learning how to just be in yourself, right? And that's not exactly a hard, tangible data point, but it is an important part of being human, after all. So it's mega important.
I agree.
DeDe, he alluded to community, but talk about how Heid has really seen that community piece come together when it comes to supporting music education.
Yeah. I mean, I think even the three of us being here today is a part of that. Meaning, right, so here I am as a local business owner, right, from our third generation store of over 78 years and employing almost 100 people, right? So there's an economic impact of our team and our people and what we get back. Then working with Dr. Matthew at Lawrence University and Adam at Howard Swamico, and also Adam and I get to do Mile of Music together. So it's how do we bring together from the business to the education, the aspects of what community can all be involved. And so this is the thing, right? We have to keep music in our schools now for the lifelong opportunity for how we can all experience it as adults and keep playing and keep making our communities stronger and better, because it is shown that those communities with arts and music thrive.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about the Big Ten Plus, because I was getting such a kick out of some of the pictures that were put out there.
Great.
Like a girl like sleeping with her violin in the crib. I mean, that's how much these students love their music. But so we submit a photo.
Yes.
And then what happens?
So really what we're asking is for them to all express what does music mean to them, and then get their family, friends, community to vote. And so we have awesome prizes, like you'll see a prize that's greater than $9,000 in this Barry saxophone that
Wait,
was
what?
donated.
That's a prize?
That's a
When you
prize.
said you were bringing prizes, I thought you meant like, you know, those cute little treble clefs you used to.
Oh yes, the stress trebles. Yes, no, dear, yeah, over $30,000 plus of prizes, which helps those budgets go longer. But really, we all win when the kids are sharing their pictures and everybody's showing what music means. So every school across Wisconsin and the UP can talk about their programs, band, orchestra, choir, general music, and win great prizes for their schools.
I know why your book is called Upbeat. I mean, truly, in the last 6 minutes, like, we didn't even play any music, and I'm already feeling that.
Exactly.
Well, in our schools, With Heid Music runs through the month of March.
Just submit, share, vote, and then win, and it's really fun. Head to heidmusic.com/big10, and then you'll spell out PLUS. Thank you all so much for your influence on our community when it comes to music.
Thank you.
Thank you.